guys, welcome back to my channel. Happy Friday. I hope you're all doing well. I hope you're all having a good week and you're excited for another speed build. So for today we're working on another speed build in San Myshuno, which comes with the City Living expansion pack, and we are working on an apartment for an auntie. That is a little bit of a change for today. We've got an auntie who is an artist and her 5 nieces live with her. I want to say granddaughters then. Her 5 nieces live with her. So she's got a teenage niece and she's got 4 I think quadruplets. I always say quintuplets, I don't know why. Quadruplet children as well. So a little bit of the backstory is that the parents of the girls were in a terrible accident and now they live with their auntie, and she is a single working lady. She is a boss and she has her own art company. She doesn't have the biggest of apartments, but you know, still pretty decent considering she has to try and fit in 5 girls. So I think that they've been living with her for quite some time. I think this happened when the girls were younger, so they don't really know much different. The older daughter does, of course, know a little bit more and does remember, you know, life before this, but the younger girls don't really know much different. So that's a little bit the story. So the auntie does have her own art business. She does have like a little bit of a studio in the house. There's not too much space to include like a proper studio, so I couldn't include too much, but I did think it was just a really cute little idea. And while I was making it, I was just like, you know, I think today's build needs to be an artist. I don't know why, it just felt fitting. But yeah, so I really hope you guys are doing well. I know there's a lot of drama on the internet at the moment. I'm not going to go into it because I'm really not going to feed into it, and Sims is an escapism. I'm not here for drama. I don't want it. I'll always speak the truth. If I think someone's doing something wrong, I'll tell the truth, but other than that, I don't want anything to do with it. But yes, there's a lot of negativity and nasty people. There's a lot of content being created where people are just viewing one side of the story, and it's being made by this individual's friend. So that says it all really. Do I need to say any more? No, I don't, because I mean someone making content from the friend's perspective and from one side of a story is just automatic hate for the other person, and it's just not really worth even giving it the time of day, because it's just not, is it? So with that being said, we are now just moving on. We are going to be working on the kitchen space. I think this room turned out super cute. I did also include the balcony for today, which I don't normally do. I sometimes just get rid of it, but I thought, you know, today we'll just include the balcony. I thought it was cute. So anyway, we're not gonna let negative people interrupt our happy vibes, and The Sims is an escapism for everybody. I'm not here to cause drama. I'm not here to entice drama. I just simply want to mind my own business and create happy content for you guys, because that's why I like doing what I do. So with that being said, I'm just going to move swiftly forward. So if anyone has any comments they'd like to input negatively, you will be removed. I have no time for lies and just drama. I really don't. So that is all I'm going to say on the matter, and we are going to just continue doing positive content, because that is the point of YouTube, is to be creative and have creative freedom, and I'm not going to stop just because of some individuals, and neither should you guys. I know a lot of you guys have dealt with cyberbullying as well and harassment, and I don't want you guys to feel like, you know, that you're alone. I think sometimes it can be very isolating, and I did see a post yesterday about a girl who got a lot of hate comments about her visual appearance. She'd posted herself in a bikini and people were really horrible, and creepily enough a lot of like old men, which is just vile, but it does kind of make you feel less alone, I suppose, because, you know, people are just crazy, and you know, the amount of crazy people that actually run countries, of course, is going to be crazy people in the world on the internet. So, you know, it puts things into perspective, and there's so much worse things to worry about. There's so many terrible things actually wrong with the world. It's just so not worth your precious time. But I have got quite a lot of comments from people lately who've also dealt with drama and people being cruel, so I just want to say I'm really sorry to those people, and I hope that it clears up for you soon, as I wish it does for me too, because people are just, they're just something, aren't they? But with that being said, we are now just working on the main living space, this apartment. So like I said, the woman is an artist, so she does have some artwork on the walls. It's kind of very colourful. She's got a lot of stuff, because the girls do have a lot of toys, and there's not a lot of like storage space in this apartment. It is a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom and an office, so technically you could turn it into another bedroom, which, you know, could be a 4-bedroom apartment, which is pretty good, to be honest. It is quite a big space, and of course it's 19 Culpeper House, which is my favourite. But yeah, I am super excited to show you guys today's work. I really like it, and I think you know, when you're dealing with nasty people on the internet, or even in real life, or anything going on at all really, it's quite nice just to have an escapism like The Sims, and it's nice to have something that you're passionate about, and it's important not to stop doing those things that make you happy just because of negative people. So if you guys are going through stuff, just keep on doing what you love, because that will make you shine, and there's nothing negative that can come from putting in hard work and doing something you love, so just stick at those things. And I also have been in contact with quite a few new Sims creators, so if you are listening to those people, welcome. I know that the beginning is quite scary and it can be very daunting being in the public eye in any scale, to be honest, but the more of a following you get, of course, you get more drama, and you know, people shoving their opinions and hate in your face, which is never good. But you know, you make that decision when you become a creator that you just have to accept that to some extent, which isn't okay, of course. It's not okay to accept that kind of behaviour, but you don't really have much choice because the internet is a very toxic world, so is the actual world. But I just think it's important to just know the full side of a story before commenting, and a lot of people just take one side and run with it because they enjoy drama, and I'm so not one of those people. So I try not to retaliate to stuff because it's really not worth my like headspace for it, especially when you read a lot of stuff that's very, very untrue. People are going to believe what they're going to believe. You can't do much about it. The best thing to do is just speak your truth and just move on. It's just so much easier than arguing and retaliating, because it gets you nowhere. It creates more and more drama, and that's not what you want. It's the opposite. So just try and be positive as much as you can, and just be true to yourself, true to your community, be honest, be open and honest, have integrity, and just kind of, you know, close that chapter and move along, because you're always going to come across people who aren't the nicest in the world. But yeah, anyway, I'm sorry I'm going on. It's been a really unpleasant time for myself, dealing with people who are very mean, and it's been equally as upsetting hearing about your guys' stories as well, I suppose, is more so why I'm making or saying this. I just don't want you guys I don't want you guys to feel the way that some people have tried to make me feel, because you're all so wonderful and you're so sweet, and I really hope you guys don't have to ever go through that, because it sucks. But anywho, we are now working on the girlies room. Back to the video, let's not talk about the trolls of the world, but we are working on the girls room. This is the I keep going to say quadruplets room. I think it's really pretty. I don't usually use these beds because I think they've got like a really low comfort level, but they're really pretty for the build. So I mean, if you do use this room, you can change them out if you wish to, because they're not very great. But anyway, I think it turned out super cute. And the teens room, I think, is probably my favourite room. I don't know, you guys know I love pink in The Sims, but pink and purple, I thought, you know, we're gonna give the teen her own room. She's got her own space, and she is like really trendy. She's quite gothic in a way, gothic and a little bit of sparkle, if that's a combo. That's a little bit like me, I suppose. I don't really like colour, but a little bit of glitz here and there will do, but generally speaking it's mostly dark shades. It would be quite nice though if I was more of a colourful person, but I don't really include colour in my everyday, which I really should. It probably would brighten my mood a little bit with all of the sagas, but I'm mostly a shades kind of girl when it comes to clothes, at least, and like environmental stuff, like as in your surroundings, like decorative purposes. I just like white, which is quite boring, I suppose, but anyway. So I am going to end the voiceover by here today, guys. We've got a couple of rooms left, but it is getting quite late and I have to get the voiceover done very quickly because I don't have much time where I have silence. So I really appreciate all of your support. I just want to say a massive thank you to those people who've been so kind, and to the people who have got anything negative to say, I simply just don't say it. It doesn't gain you anything, it doesn't gain me anything, it just makes yourself look silly. It doesn't gain me anything because I have no time for negativity, and the truth is what it is, and you can't change that. And unless you know the full story in any situation, then just don't comment, basically. So with that being said, I appreciate you all so very much. I wish you all the most wonderful weekend. I hope you have a nice time. Try and do something that you enjoy and stay creative, and like always, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share it with a friend, turn on notification bell, and I'll see you guys on Monday for another speed build. Thank you for watching. Bye, lovelies.